the siren sounds, the final score sees Geelong 19...
And it's umpire Saville with the ball to start proceedings here at Moorabbin. St Kilda on the bottom of the ladder playing Footscray, but it's a vital game for Footscray if they want to go into the 5 or keep their finals hopes alive. Scrambly play at the start with Andrew Purser getting the first hit down, but umpire Dennis Rich, the other officiating umpire, comes in and says, I will bounce. That's on the attacking side of the centre circle for St Kilda. It's Ford against Purser. Purser gets it down. Hawkins, though, puts the Bulldogs into attack. The kick half distance. Petraglia fists it on, but Fashini is there. Wallace goes down. Now, that was McGuinness. Fashini gets the hand pass away, but Fashini will get the free kick because after he got rid of the ball, he was scragged. So Silvio Fashini, no, it's going to Narkle. Well, there's a turn-up.
Well, perhaps a penalty down the ground. Narkle's kick's a beauty, but Purser takes an unopposed mark at centre-half back for the Bulldogs. Andrew Purser, long towards centre-half forward. Gamble punches the ball away. At the back is Crow, playing against one of his old sides, gives it to Jepp. Jepp breaks Cronin's tackle quite easily and kicks high to centre-half forward. At the back, Beasley flies high, but the crumbs hit the ground. Collins it is, relieves, kicks it out wide to the wing, and Peter Budge takes the mark in front of his opponent, Peter Baxter. Poor kick by Peter Budge. Boundary line. And a throw in right on centre wing on the outer side of the ground. Neither side yet to score. We've played just 1 minute in the first quarter.
It'll be Ford, the front position over Purser, but Purser got over the back. But this is Coghlan breaking clear for St Kilda. Puts the Saints into attack to half forward. Oh, nearly the mark to Kellett. Picking up is Gotch. Gotch the hand pass back to Cronin. Cronin at the edge of the centre square. The high kick to full forward. But have a guess who's there? It's Hardy.
Well, Hardy takes a fairly simple mark. Kicks it to Kellett. Kellett against his old side. His kick's a poor one. Cunningham can't mark. Cronin boxing on with Wallace. Handball comes loose. Hawkins for Footscray. He's in trouble. Slips the handball to Neil Cordy. Neil Cordy gives it to Egan, and Egan strides clear and kicks it to centre-half forward. Beasley in front, punched away by Frawley. Gamble there. Footscray. Through comes Rance, but he's knocked away by Ford, and Ford for St Kilda kicks it to centre-half forward. Attempted mark there by St Kilda. They can't break clear. Now they're leading the race for the ball. Grant can't pick it up. Oh, tackled, but he didn't have the football. St Kilda fans not happy. Ball goes clear to Burns. Burns in the forward pocket. Can't control it. And a boundary throw-in will take place 30 metres around from St Kilda's goal.
Well, the St Kilda fans very upset with that one, Ian. They felt there should have been a free kick to David Grant, but they're in the forward pocket, so a chance now for the Saints to score. Low, and it's Purser. Purser gets the tap down. This is Egan's clearing kick. The kick will be out of bounds on the full, or was it grabbed by Cunningham? No, it came off hand, so there'll be a throw-in between winger and half forward for St Kilda. Still no score.
Purser and Lowe. Lowe interferes with Purser, and it's a free kick for the big, tall Bulldog ruckman at half-back. Hawkins looking for the hand pass. Purser decides on a big torpedo towards centre wing. At the back, it's punched away. Crow can't get to it before the boundary line looms up, and it's a throw-in. It'll take place on centre wing, very near the St Kilda players' race. 3 minutes into the first quarter, neither side yet to score.
Be Ford and Crow. Crow gets the tap down to Petraglia. Nice play then by Royal. No, Royal was running past as Rance tried to get it down to, but this is Cronin now. Cronin on the wing. A long kick up onto the half-forward line. Plenty of players there. Cordy takes the mark. No, he doesn't. Then he gets the hand pass away to Peter Baxter. Seemed to take an age, and Baxter, under a lot of pressure, kicks diagonally across the ground, and it's out of bounds. So St Kilda certainly applying the pressure to the Footscray defence.
Boundary throw in, half-forward flank for St Kilda. Ball goes to Royal. Can't break clear. Gets the handball wide. Through comes Gotch. Gotch's quick kick goes to the opposite forward pocket. Kellett leads Grant. Kellett does well. Kicked off the ground by Kennedy. Over the boundary line for a throw-in. In front of the scoreboard here at Moorabbin. The ground here is in magnificent condition for this game. A lot of criticism earlier on in the season for the standard of the Moorabbin Oval, but it's absolutely perfect. Handball comes wide. Gotch gives it across. Long kick to full forward. punched away by the Footscray defence. Through comes Narkle, looking for the free kick. Good umpiring. Hardy breaks clear and kicks it wide to half-back and finds Hawkins.
Hawkins has it half-back. Good play by Hardy in the opening minutes of this game. Petraglia gives him the lead. Fashini a little late, and Fashini giving Petraglia the rough treatment will now give away 15 metres. And Silvio, that was silly play. Play on as Petraglia kicks to half-forward. Good play there by Ford to fist it away, but Steve McPherson comes out. The hand pass out for Brian Royal, under pressure from Collins. The kick into the pocket is out of bounds on the full, and Frawley will take the free kick.
Danny Frawley kicks it long to half-back. Cronin, he's been very dominant early in this game, gets the handball across to half-back where Whitty streams clear, kicks a wild ball, and Hardy takes the mark. Put down by Lowe some 2 seconds after he took the mark, but umpire Saville decides no penalty. Third kick to Hardy, gets past Lowe easily and kicks a beautiful drop punt to full forward at the back. No mark taken. St Kilda do well through McConville. Breaks clear and kicks it beautifully to Cunningham. Cunningham plays on. St Kilda doing well at centre half back. Jeff Cunningham kicks it long towards centre half forward. Gives Grant the chance. Through comes Kellett, punches the ball to ground. Streams away with the football, gives it to Jeff. Jeff goes wide to Wallace. Wallace for Footscray, round onto his right foot, kicks it into the forward pocket. Beasley in front. No one can mark. St Kilda strong in defence. Out comes Collins. His kick is smothered. Footscray go after the ball in desperation. Jeff Collins is there again for St Kilda. His scrambly kick eludes McGuinness, but McGuinness goes after it again. He's opposed by number 11 for St Kilda, Burns, and a good tackle on by Burns awards him with a free kick at half-back.
Burns goes for the short kick, looking there for McConville. No, that's Elphingston. Elphingston now, the hand pass into Cronin. Cronin moving the ball, they have to hurry, eventually gets the kick, and it's a beauty too. Right up to half-forward, Neil Cordy is there, the fist of Kellett though, to Hardy. Hardy was grabbed by Coughlin. Cordy comes back, gets the hand pass to Purser, who'll feed it across to Jeff. No, he lets it go for Wallace. Wallace in trouble, under pressure from Elphingston. Elphingston couldn't get to him, and Wallace is kicked to the half-forward line. Plenty of St Kilda players up, nobody down, as Collins tried to break clear. Now it's Cronin. Cronin at half-back. He's been one of St Kilda's consistent players in recent weeks, and Elphingston takes the mark, plays on. Nobody there, though. The hand pass was intended for Coughlin, but it wasn't a good one. McLean of Footscray, the hand pass to McGuinness. Now the Bulldogs looking a little better now as McGuinness slips over, but gains ground. It was to his advantage. Kicks up towards Beasley, but Frawley is playing him well, and eventually it will be St Kilda out of defence through Whitty. Whitty gets the hand pass to Fashini. Coming through now is Gamble. Gamble's kick low, the big fellow. No, he took his eyes off the ball. Peter Budge the chance. Picks up now, he can give the hand pass across, and it's a chance for Grant to kick a goal. He runs right up, and there's the first score on the board, and it's a goal for David Grant, and some good play by the Saints. First score of the match. A little bit of teamwork there from the Saints, Robbo.
Well, it took a while, Clark. Nearly 8 minutes into the first quarter for the first score, but St Kilda's persistence paid off. And True Boot, David Grant, kicks the first goal of the match. Ball back in the centre. Ford too far away. The crumbs go to Burns. Burns is kicked to half forward. Narkle, it's punched away. Through comes, looks like Jeff. Jeff kicks the ball, half forward, Fashini in front, takes a spectacular mark. The Italian stallion, Silvio Fashini, breaks clear at half back, kicks it towards centre half forward. Good tap on by Lowe, gives Narkle a chance, he's opposed by Egan. Egan lacking match practice, Narkle does it well, handball to Burns. Burns goes for goal with the left foot, offline, behind to the Saints. St Kilda 1-1, lead the Bulldogs yet to score.
And it's a beautiful day for football. There's not a breath of breeze. The ground, under controversy at the moment, is in excellent condition as Kennedy kicks to Hawkins, in turn to McLean. McLean goes for a run round the outer side of the ground. Cronin is there to put pressure on him. The kick though to half. Oh, McConville, great mark. A one-hander at half back.
Peter McConville, ex-Carlton player, doing well at St Kilda in his first season, kicks it out wide. Elphinstone, another experienced player. The Saints will be looking for big effort from these players. Cronin can't control it. McLean can for Footscray. Gets into the clear. Balks and turns, trying to open up a chance for his Footscray teammates. Feeds it to McGuinness. McGuinness onto his left foot. Kicks long towards centre-half forward. Out in front. Rance can't mark. At the back, Gamble. Does well. And recovers. Gets clear onto his right foot. Kicks it towards the centre of the ground. High flyers wanted Purser at the back, but it's a good mark in front by Lowe. Gives it to Cunningham, who's running. Cunningham up high to full forward. Punched away from Lockett. Hits the ground. Here comes Grant. Grant's handball goes to Narkle. Narkle back over into the forward pocket. Peter Butch. Grant. No, it's not. It's a quick snapshot from the forward pocket. And it's out of bounds on the full. That player wasn't Grant. It was
Lockett. You have to snap. And it's Kennedy now, last line of defence. A free kick. Hawkins. Burns. Oh, Nelly the screamer. That one. That could have been mark of the day, but he didn't hold it long enough. Hardy, who has been his usual reliable self in defence. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. But, oh, nice smother then by Gotch. The hand pass caught forward unawares, and this will allow McGuinness through. Races away. McPherson to Jep. Now the Bulldogs moving the ball out of defence, looking for Beasley. Crawley's playing in close. Collins, the clearing kick will be marked by Crow. No, he can't quite get to it. The bounce eludes him. McGuinness backs up well. Beasley the chance now. No, good spoil again by Frawley. Elphingston's there to assist. The kick is wide. Hand pass from Peter Budge was brilliant. Comes out to Cronin. To half forward for St Kilda. Burns had to beat two. Oh, Hardy, he's brilliant. Look at the kick, will find McPherson. And that was brilliantly done out of defence.
Yes, McPherson plays on quickly. His kick is a poor one. It's intercepted by Ford. Ford's tackled when he didn't have the ball by McGuinness. And the ex-Footscray blonde, playing in his first year at St Kilda, takes the free kick. Kicks it to the unmarked Gotch. Gotch, just from a standing start, kicks towards Burns. Jeps his opponent. Through comes Claudie. Claudie gets it out to Purser. Purser kicks it high towards centre-half forward. It's a wobbly punt kick. 3 St Kilda players went up for it. Royal stayed down, picked up the crumbs. In the clear, Brian Royal. Handball over the top goes to McGuinness. McGuinness goes for goal bang. He looks all right. No, it's offline and behind a Footscray. Their first score, 11 minutes into the first quarter.
And it's St Kilda leading by 6 points. Beautiful kick by Gamble, a little bit of pushing and shoving from Hawkins on Cunningham, but within the rules, according to the umpire, beautiful lead by Rance, and a lovely foot pass by Hawkins finds that player about 50 metres there. Now Cunningham's gone to sleep, and Hawkins has raced into the forward pocket, and there he is now, and Hawkins will mark. And Cunningham walked away from Hawkins then, had his back to the player, and Hawkins just ran into that pocket. Now he's got a chance to score. Slack play then by one of St Kilda's more experienced players. And there's the lead from Petraglia, and a beautiful foot pass from Hawkins finds that player.
Well, good heady football, Clark. Petraglia, a left footer, slightly closer, and has improved the angle for the Bulldogs. Quite remarkable. Petraglia doesn't let Hawkins down. Straight through the centre. First goal to the Bulldogs. Scores a level, 1-1 apiece at the 12.5-minute mark.
Yes, a lack of concentration then by St Kilda. I think this is one of their big problems down here, is that they do something nice and then have a little think about it, and meanwhile their opponents are running off. Scores level, and it's Ford getting the tap down. Royal runs at the ball, but it's eventually picked up by McLean, and McLean's kick finds Petraglia, the man that just kicked the Footscray goal a few moments ago. That was the Bulldogs' first play on as he goes around the mark. Burns chases him, but Petraglia's got too much pace, and a beautiful pass finds Stephen McPherson. And it's almost slow-motion football. We're back to your days, Robbo.
Well, Steve McPherson had made position quite well there and broken clear of his defender, and he has a chance. He's about 45, 50 metres out. 4th possession. He's offline. It's gone out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the St Kilda side. 14 minutes into the first quarter. Scores a level, 1-1 apiece. Alistair Ford for St Kilda. Kicks it towards half-back. In front, McPherson, punched away by Elphinston. McPherson dropping the ball, that was. Umpire calls play on. Cronin can't break clear. Royal off the ground, over the boundary line. Could have been on the full. May have been. Yes, a free kick to St Kilda at half-back. Whitty for the Saints. Tries to break clear. He's caught. Backing up as Ford. Umpire says let it go, and Ford breaks clear and kicks it into the centre. Through comes Coghlan. Coghlan with his left foot. It's a good kick into the pocket, and Gotch has taken the mark. Plays on quickly, gives it to Lockett. Lockett a brilliant lead, way out in front of Kennedy, and Tony Lockett a chance to post St Kilda's second goal. He's about 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle, perhaps a little worse than 45 degrees, but a good big chance for Lockett to kick his first goal and the Saints' second.
Tony Lockett, oh, is it going to swing back? No, it's not. It just snuck through then for a behind. And, well, the distance was there, but the direction was well astray by Tony Lockett. So St Kilda now a point in front, 1-2-8 to Footscray 1-1-7 at the 16-minute mark of this first quarter. Kennedy gets the lead from Royal and kicks in that direction, but Lowe is there to try and spoil. Not a bad effort by Royal, nevertheless. But the ball comes out from Elphinston, eventually comes out to Cronin. Now Kennedy is in front of Lockett. The boundary line is there, but Kennedy decides to run through strongly and turn defence into attack, and the mark has been taken by McLean. That was good play. McLean can now go for a run, and he's carrying the ball around that wing, and not one St Kilda player has made the attempt to go to him, and a beautiful pass finds Beasley. And it was all started by that dash in defence by Kennedy.
Well, Beasley perhaps a little too far out to score. He'd need a 75-metre kick. Goes for the big torpedo, but it wobbles up into the pocket. Punched away from Footscray forwards. Strong play by McConville as he makes sure it goes over the boundary line for a throw-in right against the behind post for the Bulldogs. St Kilda lead by 1 point. They're 1-2. Footscray 1-1. Punched away by Purser. Goes to Petraglia. He's caught with a football. Play on, says the umpire. A scramble of players and a ball up will take place about 25 metres out from the Footscray goal.
Footscray, a hoodoo ground for them. They haven't won here in the last 2 outings at Moorabbin. There's the bounce, and it's Crow trying to do it all by himself, but it's McConville's relieving kick has been marked by Coghlan at half-back, the centre man. Typical St Kilda player, the blonde hair, Narkle in trouble. Chance for Petraglia, the opportunist, the hand pass to Royal, who couldn't quite trap it. He could have given it across there to McGuinness, but he has a shot for goal. And what's he done? It's through for a behind. And that makes the score even. 8 points apiece at the 19-minute mark of this first quarter.
Kick in to half-back finds Collins. Rugged-looking ex-North Melbourne player, and Collins kicks quickly towards the centre. Burns takes a good mark under a lot of pressure. Plays on quickly. Goes after that football. Handballs up to half-forward. Gamble. Decides against a hand pass. Kicks it long towards Lockett and Kennedy. Lockett in front. Kennedy punches it. And the ball over the back for a rush behind to the St Kilda side. And St Kilda go to the lead again at the 19-minute mark. They're 1-3-9. Footscray 1-2-8.
Kennedy gets the lead from McLean, but David Grant picks up that player. Kellett drops in short, but Kennedy towards McLean, off hands. Chance there for Jepp. Oh, Cunningham showing strength. Burns in trouble, but did that beautifully, did Greg Burns. Gets the lead from Lockett, and he's taken the mark. No, didn't hold it long enough, but he recovers well, screws the ball around, but it'll be either out of bounds on the full. Yes, it is, out of bounds on the full. I was not going to say behind or out of bounds, but saw the umpire there, and it's Hardy with the free kick.
Hardy for the Bulldogs, very distinct with his long sleeves, perhaps one of the only players on the ground with long sleeves. Kicks it to half-back, punched away by Baxter. Goes to Burns, who's been prominent early. Burns' quick kick to full forward. Hardy's in the road for the Bulldogs, kicks it quickly in towards the centre. A very tricky bounce goes over the players' heads. It's McConville and Fashini for St Kilda. Fashini kicks it over his left shoulder, Alistair Ford does well to control it. No, he doesn't. It's a very fickle bounce. Royal gives the hand pass to McGuinness. McGuinness under lots of pressure. Royal goes in after it again. Oh, he just nearly flattened McPherson. Breaks clear. No, he doesn't. Good tackle by Fashini. And St Kilda are desperate in defence. Whitty slips the handball to Collins, and Collins relieves for the Saints and goes out towards the centre wing area. Half back for St Kilda. Elphinstone handballs it over the top. Goes to McConville. McConville's hand pass finds Narkle. Narkle's got plenty of space. 2 bounces. Runs up the half forward with a 3rd bounce. Good shepherding by St Kilda teammate in low. Narkle's kick up the full forward at the back. Kennedy takes the mark for Footscray. Right in the last line of defence. Rick Kennedy, the Footscray captain, plays on and feeds it out to Hawkins. Hawkins goes high at centre half back. Jeff's made position. So is Egan, and Egan takes the mark on his chest, opposed by Cronin.
Egan, it's good to see him back in the Footscray side. Very courageous back pocket, playing half-back flank. The leaving kick. Kellett. Boys in all sorts of trouble, but the tackle wasn't good. Neither was the handball intended to Jeff because it went out of bounds on the foot. And the St Kilda fans loving the footy at the moment because their side's in front. Might be only by a point, but they're still in front. Throw in, it's Ford against Crow. Comes down to Fashini, not a very good kick. Cunningham leaves it for Narkle, who was grabbed. McGuinness, Hawkins. Wallace is waiting for it. One of Footscray's prime movers when they're playing well. Looks for Beasley. Frawley was there. Dropping back was McConville to lend Frawley a hand. The hand pass from him to Elphinston. But Neil Cordy is there. Oh, he's very sure, Neil Cordy. Very athletic. Kicks out of defence. Steve McPherson, who seems to be giving his opponent a bath. He's getting a lot of latitude as McPherson kicks to half forward, and the mark has been taken by Purser. Or is that Crow? It's Crow. So Crow directly in front and would be about 40 metres out from goal. And Max Crow, of course, went from Essendon to St Kilda and to Footscray, so he should know this ground well. And I think he's put it through for a goal. He has. So Footscray have hit the front for the first time in this match at the 23.5-minute mark of the first quarter, and that's a goal to Max Crow. Well, Steve McPherson seems to be getting a lot of latitude from Whitty, who originally lined up on him, and that St Kilda defence not all that tight, Ian.
Well, today's football says that those defenders have got to be very much attacking players, and they get caught out ever so quickly, Clark, if they haven't done the right thing down the ground. Bounce of the ball, Purser. Coughlin gets the crumbs, gives it to Burns. Burns gets into the clear to give his right foot the chance to boot it forward, up to full forward. Lockett, Narkle comes through strongly. He's opposed by Kennedy. Kennedy with a bit of brute strength, backed up by Hardy. Well done, Brad Hardy. Breaks clear at half back and kicks it towards the centre wing area. Fashini can't mark with one hand. Silvio tapped on by Petraglia. Cunningham taps it out to Fashini, and Fashini kicks into the centre. It's over Burns' head. Burns crashes his way through with determination and kicks it into the forward pocket where Lockett takes the mark. Opposed by Rick Kennedy, two of the strong men of VFL football. 4th kick coming up for Tony Lockett. Plays on, finds someone in the centre, but it's a poor kick, and Baxter comes in for Footscray and takes the mark in the last line of defence, gives it to Hardy. Hardy likes to run with the football, and he does so. He even balks his own teammate in McGuinness. Kicks it out to half back, in front. No mark taken by Peter Budge. Out there Neil Cordy. Peter Budge does well, taps it on. Elphinston, hand pass goes to Burns. Burns has had a lot of possessions in the first 20 minutes. It's his 8th kick, and he finds Coughlin at centre half forward for St Kilda.
Coughlin, who looks a bit like Burns, and also Cunningham, as we said before, that blonde, chunky style. Oh, the kick's not a good low trajectory though. The mark, oh, beautifully done by Grant. And he took some screamers in the game against Geelong last Saturday. He's a good foil for Tony Lockett, because when Lockett's covered, the opposition defence sometimes forget the abilities of the former Tasmanian to take the mark. And Grant comes in and he kicks a goal. And it's St Kilda back in front by a point at the 24.5-minute mark of the first quarter.
David Grant, 2 goals against his name. 25 minutes gone in the first quarter. St Kilda lead by 1 point. Excellent conditions here at Moorabbin, as you can see. The much maligned centre square area of the Moorabbin football ground. Ford and Purser. Purser gets the tap down, goes after it again, kicks it with the left foot towards the half-forward flank area. Petraglia, it's roved well by Ford. Ford comes out towards the centre wing area. Cunningham's got plenty of space. Should get a kick, should get anything, because he had 15 metres to spare on Hawkins. Kicks it high to half-forward. Mark missed by Cordy. Narkle goes after it. Egan there for Footscray, and umpire Saville decides on a bounce. Half-forward flank for St Kilda, where the scoreboard shows the Saints by 1 point at the 26-minute mark.
Play about 55 metres out from St Kilda's goal. Lowe gets the tap down. Cronin tries to do too much. Lowe paddles the ball out wide, but Jep comes out of it in defence. That was good play. Jep's clearing kick around the grandstand wing, and McConville with some solid play forces the ball over the boundary line for a throw-in. Play on the member side wing here at Moorabbin. Max Crowe and Alistair Ford, the 2 big fellows. Burns tries to go over the top. Kicked out of the pack by Steve McPherson. Royal, nice bump though by Collins. McConville though couldn't get rid of the ball because he was under pressure from Crowe. We're into the time-on period in the first quarter, and it's St Kilda leading by 1 point, 15-14. And it's Ford. Crowe gets the tap down. Cronin couldn't trap it. Hawkins has it, and there'll be a bounce.
Well, some sloppy football in the last minute or minute and a half. Scoreboard shows St Kilda leading by 1 point. 26.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ball up on centre wing, slightly favouring Footscray's end. McConville can't get his foot to the ball. Throwing himself on it was Hawkins. He can't break clear, and umpire Rich is on the spot. Decides on a bounce. The football, or the play, has been in this area for the last 90 seconds. There's the siren to end the first quarter, and St Kilda lead by 1 point.